So I've already shown you how to make use of online web fonts in a web application. So you simply click the font, select this font. This is if you're using Google Fonts. And then down the bottom left, it's got one font family selected. And you customize, select which fonts you want from the list. And then you can go to embed, and it will show you that this is the link you need to include in your HTML. And then you apply this wherever you want to use the font. Some of you have asked, well, sometimes I want to just embed it in my own website because what if this link goes down, or you just feel like you want more control over, the font. So it's really easy. So instead of including this link, you simply click the download link, which you can't see here because I've got a styler on to make everything dark. But you can see this download button here when you're on, non-inverted. Click the download button and then save the font file. I'll just turn back on my dark style. And then in your downloads folder, you've got Open Sans. So we'll extract that. And you'll see here's the fonts. So these can be any fonts from anywhere. So they can be true type fonts, they can be open type fonts. But basically if you use it in the web, you want, all of the desired font formats. So the quickest way now to embed this directly in your website is to use this website. It's called Transfonter. And you just click, you can select your options here. So I'll just leave them all as default. These three are typically all you need for, these three formats to load on almost any web browser. So I'll just click add fonts, and then it's going to ask us to browse to fonts. So I'm going to go to downloads, Open Sans, and I'm going to add all these fonts. It will upload all the fonts. They're all done. And then you just click convert. And this will then simply convert the true type fonts into the web formats. So click download now. And it will also add a demo HTML file. So if we extract this now, you'll see in here, it's basically converted the the TTF to EOT and WOF format as well for every font. It's made a style sheet, which if we take a look at, has just got the font family by name and then the path to the font, which right now is the same folder. And then it gives it the specified font weight and the style that's been read from the font. So it generates the CSS file, and this is the same as what the Google Fonts is. The Google Fonts generates the same kind of style sheet. And we have this demo HTML file. So if we just open this, you'll see that then the font's been applied. And that's just using a style that sets the font family, just, like this. Just set your font up this way. So that's all there really is to it. The only difference between embedding the Google link is instead you embed the style sheet, where you simply paste that code into your own style sheet. And then if you want to move these into a folder, which you typically would, like say assets and then fonts, you just open this file, and everywhere there's an URL, you could do like a Control H to replace URL and apostrophe. And then you could do, say it's in a subfolder called assets and then fonts. You could do assets /fonts / and replace all. And it would update all these links to now look for the font inside of a folder called assets and then fonts, which is just basic CSS styling. So that really is all there is to, taking a downloaded font from anywhere and embedding it into your own website.